Good afternoon. It's Kayla with the Celebration Company, and today we are making a really beautiful ornament. I am using a couple of our little spindles. We're going to make a spindle ornament. This kind of ornament is one of my favorite ornaments. Whenever I see these out and about, I think they're absolutely beautiful. And so that's what we're going to do today. It's actually going to be super simple, but it's going to be beautiful as well. So when you hop on, say hello, let me know you're watching. Tell me about your weekend. I hope you had a really great weekend. We had a fabulous weekend here. Griffin got baptized on Sunday, and we had all kinds of family and friends come and join us and had a fun cookout and pool party after church on Sunday. So that was really good. And then Saturday we played football and we won. So that was good. It was the first game of the season, and it was nice to get back into it. We had a blast. It's very hot, but it was very fun and very good. So I hope y'all had a great weekend also. Let me know when you hop on, say hello. Don't forget to sprinkle, celebrate, share. It would mean so much to us because it makes such a big difference in who all gets to watch and see our videos. So I hope that you will do that. So let's see who we've got watching today. Hi, Deborah. Hey, Donna. Hi, Dale. Hello, Teresa. Hey, Carol. Hi, Desiree. Hey, Teresa Smith. Thank you so much. Hey, Pam. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Jesalyn. Hey, Rosemary. Thank you, Kay. Hey, Lori. Thank you, Lori. It was. Hey, Rosemary. Hi, Christine. Hey, Joy. Hey, Glenda. Good afternoon, everyone. Y'all, Trisha is here shipping out orders. You all were fabulous this weekend and purchased a lot of things. We finally sold out of several things we've been trying to get rid of for a while now. So thank you for that. Make room on the shelves for more 3D inventory. So we've also got some fun new things coming to the website here soon, probably this week. So really excited to share those things with you. You might even be using one of them today. I did give you a sneak peek over the weekend of a new item that's going to be hitting the website this week. So thanks for celebrating. Hi, Angela. Hey, Patty. Hey, Joan. Hi, Diane. Hey, Jenny. Hi, Dee Dee. Hey, Larissa. Thank you, Teresa. Hi, Jamie. I'm not sure who I said hello to and who I didn't, but hello to everybody. Okay, so let's get into it. This is going to be a pretty simple project, but it's going to be really cute. So I'm using this finial here. This is the longer or the taller finial that we have on our website. It is beautiful. And then I'm also going to be using the pack of 4 finials. So these are the small ones. You're welcome, Teresa. Hi, Naomi. And we're going to take one of these, if I can get it out. Thank you, Patty. Okay, so we're going to get one of these here. Okay, so these are the small ones. And we're going to put these together like this. Okay, and that's going to create our little ornament. So I'm just going to super glue these together here. We can also take a little dowel rod, a 1/4 inch dowel rod, and put in the holes to give us a little bit of extra security, if that's what you want to call it. It's tight, but I know that I can get it in there. All right. So once I've got that in there, I'm just going to take some snips. Let me use these. Thank you, Diane. I actually got it from a consignment store. So I don't need a lot of length here. I'm going to cut this about right there. All right. Okay, and that should work. I'm going to put some super glue right on the bottom here of my large finial. And I put a little bit on the stick as well. And then we are just going to press this on, just like that, so that we get those two together. And this is what it looks like. All right. Now, before we move on to painting, we need to get a hook in here so that we can put our, we can hang this, right? We want to hang this. So I want to melt a hole in here, and I think I'm going to try. I don't know if it will work or not, so I'm going to try something. I'm going to grab, I should have, I just need to find it. I got somewhere a little something that's got a pointy end on it. Right here it is. I don't know if this is going to work or not, so we're going to try this. Hi, Dana. Or Danae, I'm sorry. Thank you, Danae. He did. He had lots of people there to support him. He is one very loved kid. We are very, very blessed. All right, so I've got this. I think this came from the Dollar Tree. Really don't know what it is for. Maybe it's for vinyl. It had some glue on it. So this thing right here, maybe you could also do a needle. As I'm sitting here thinking, this may melt the handle here. I don't know. We're going to see. Thank you, Danae. I think I already said thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to take and heat the tip of this up. Until it gets good and hot. You know what? Hang on. Before I do that, I need to get something ready. I'm trying to decide, do I want a wire? I think I'm going to do a piece of wire. Let me find some. I'm just going to grab, I think I'm just going to grab this. It's coated wire, but I don't want very much because I really just want like a little loop. So I'm going to take this dowel and I'm going to wrap this around the dowel and twist it and make a little loop. Trying to find some needle nose pliers. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut the end off of it so that it's not too long. And we are left with this. Okay, like a little eyelet loop kind of a thing. All right, so now I'm going to take this and try and get it warm. Not warm, hot, because I want to melt a hole through the top, and then we're going to put that little piece inside the top. Thank you, Lynn. I could use my wood burning tool but I don't think it's got a thin enough end on it. I want to make sure that it's not a huge hole. Hello, Maida. I hope I'm saying your name right. Thanks for joining me. All right, I can tell I'm starting to melt the plastic a little bit. So let's see here. All right, so on the top, it's kind of easy to find the middle. I don't think this is going to be hot enough. I was able to melt a bit of a hole, but it's not quite the hole that I want. Okay, we're going to try something else. I am experimenting here, y'all, okay? So just bear with me. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this as I'm doing it. What way is going to be the easiest? Okay. So this is a needle. Okay, it's kind of a bigger needle. I'm going to put it between my needle nose pliers and warm it up with the heat tool. Let's see if this will work. I just need it to go in like 1/4 of an inch. Doesn't need to go in very far. Oh, I know, Desiree. No, I didn't stab myself. It just, where the plastic melted, it just bent. The full size patty, they use the full size glue sticks, the bigger ones. Now you can use the 12-inch or the 6-inch ones, whichever one you want, but they're the bigger size, not the small ones. All right, let's see. Let's see if this does anything. I'm just gonna stick this. Okay, we did it. All right, that worked. So now we can take, y'all, where'd my little hook go? I lost my hook. Do I need to make another one?
Right there.
No, not the
That's a needle.
Needle, the little hook that I made with the wire. I don't see it.
Me neither.
I don't see it. I'll have to make another one.
Is it white?
Yeah. We'll just make another one. Tina says, thanks, Trisha, for all you did to get my monthly kit to me. You are a gem. Glad you could. And I missed what she said.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Find it?
Gosh, y'all are good. Y'all are so good. Okay. So I'm just gonna take.
Yeah, they've seen it. We're looking over top of it.
I know, and we're right here. All right, I think this is gonna work. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of super glue right at the top of the hole, and then we're just going to put this in as far down as we can get it. Okay, just like that. Danae, I think it was good. Danae's asking, how was Trisha's birthday?
It was good. I had a wonderful weekend.
She said she had a wonderful weekend. All right, so now our ornament is ready for us to paint it, okay? So we are going to keep this pretty simple, but it's going to be beautiful, I think. I am using white pearl. This is a metallic. It's the Dazzling Metallics from Deco Art, and the color is white pearl, okay? And we're just going to give this entire ornament just this beautiful pearlized look. Thank you, Brenda. All right, so it is just this beautiful color. And we're keeping it white. Look at that. How pretty that is. So you could paint this any color you wanted to, and then add the pearl over it, or just leave it whatever color. You could do a wash on here. So maybe you do red and do a raw umber wash, or a white wash would be really pretty. Anything. You could do anything with this. You could paint it black. I mean, this is a way to have custom ornaments to go with whatever color or look you are going for in your decor. So you can see the difference there on the part that I've painted. You could also paint the different sections different colors. Thank you, Tina. My shirt actually came from a consignment store in Paducah. So, fortunately, I can't tell you where to get it. But I love it too. All right, so I'm just trying to make sure this is pretty smooth. But it's really pretty. Just adding that pearl paint onto the white print is gorgeous. Look how pretty that is. Already it looks really good. Right, Teresa? Me too. Hello, Isam over in Turkey. Thanks for watching on YouTube. All right, y'all. So I'm going to get as much of it painted as I can. Then I'm just going to dry it. And when I use the heat tool to dry it, I'm going to turn the heat down on the heat tool to dry it so that I don't melt it. Hey, Jackie. We don't still have a boutique. That was just not working out well. We have been talking a little bit about doing some pre-orders. I'm curious what you all would think about that. So instead of the way that it was before, we would do a pre-order, and basically we would purchase some things, show them to you, offer them for like a week, and then we would order them and ship them to you. So it's something we've been thinking about. I'm curious what you all think about it. Y'all are always interested in my clothing. This is really pretty. Whoever said that, let me see who said that. Larissa. You're reading my mind. You're reading my mind. Already got it out. Okay. Let me get the top here. I'm trying to decide if I feel like one coat's enough. I think it probably is. I'm not sure what 2 coats is going to look like. If it's going to look better. I'm a little curious, but at the same time, I feel like, could it really look that much different? Or is it just going to make it more pearly? So what do y'all think? Should I do 2 coats or just 1? Okay. We do have that, Larissa. We already do that. Top was looking uneven. Thank you, Lorianne. Isn't that beautiful paint, Donna? Hi, Lynn. Okay. This is what it looks like. Look how cute that is. I think I'm going to do a second coat. Yes, Darlene, we do sell them. These are all 3D printed, and they're 2 different pieces. So this top piece and then this bottom piece here is different. So we just put the 2 together using a dowel rod and some super glue. And I'm going to do 2 coats. I'm going to see what a difference it makes. If it makes any difference or if it looks about the same. I'm just wondering if it'll just look a little more even. I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, I combined 2 pieces. So it's the tall finial and the small finial. We also have the short finial, but the base of the short finial is wider. So you would have to do some more configuring to make it work. Not sure if I can tell a difference really. I know that it's pretty. It's very pretty. All right. And you could do the same thing with any of the metallic paints. You can also paint this a color and then go over it with the metallic or the white pearl. And it's just gonna just make it even more beautiful. You're just giving whatever colors underneath that pearlized look. I think I do see a difference with the second coat. Let me just get this last bit here, and then we're gonna apply a coat of the triple thick. And the triple thick is a triple thick high gloss acrylic finish. And so it makes it almost have a glass look to it. Lorianne, it was very good. I still have some in the fridge. That's going to tempt me this week.
Pasta salad?
Yeah. You want to take some home with you?
Yeah.
I had some last night for dinner. I just added a little bit more tomatoes and cucumbers to it and had that for my dinner.
In the whole big pot or just your serving?
Just my serving. All right, this is pretty. So pretty. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Look at how gorgeous that is. So pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to use my triple thick. So this is the triple thick. Yeah, Teresa, it's kind of like a sealer. And it has a super high gloss, as well as it's very thick. So it provides this glass-like look. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm just going to wipe this off. Lynn, maybe you put it on too thick, or it might be the brush strokes in it. It can have brush strokes. I'm not going to tell you that it won't. But it is kind of leveling, sort of a little bit self-leveling also. So we'll just apply this all over, and I want to make sure that I get it smoothed out and I don't get it too thick, because if you get it on too thick, it can run, and we don't want it to run. And you can do as many coats of this as you want to. Just make sure it's good and dry in between coats, and it will continue to get thicker and thicker and look more and more like glass the more coats you put on of it. But I'll show you the shine that's on here will not go away. So that's how shiny it's going to look when it's dry. Can y'all tell a difference between the top and the bottom? Don't know if you can tell a difference or not, but I can tell a difference. It's really pretty. All right. So I'm going to dry that, and then we'll do the bottom. I know, Jackie. No, I was using the Dazzling Metallics. The white pearl is what I used first. And then I'm going over it with the triple thick to make it even more shiny and glass-like. And then we're just gonna need to, we'll embellish it a little bit. It's really beautiful all on its own, and you really wouldn't need to do anything else to it. But we are gonna embellish it a little bit. I got a couple of ideas. We'll see what looks good. Like it's not quite dry yet. Okay. This is pretty. And like I said, you can do as many coats of it as you want. Oh, good, Lorianne. So you use banana peppers instead of bell peppers. I like banana peppers. Okay. just need to make sure this cools down and sets up. But this is what it looks like. So pretty. Like I said, you could add even more triple thick to it. You can use, you could put glitter on here and just cover the whole thing in glitter. You could paint the sections different colors. You can do lots of things. All right, so now we're going to embellish it. And here's what I'm thinking. So I've got some of the jewels that are going to be coming to the website this week. They are all so pretty. Okay, look at these. How gorgeous those are. They come, we're going to be selling these as like not a mystery, but like a miscellaneous package that's got just kind of a random amount of different jewels in them, and they come with the bases. They're not attached. Okay, so you got the base and then you have the jewel, and it just goes in the base, and then you just use some pliers to just bend the little pegs down over the diamond or the jewel, the gemstone, whatever you want to call it, just like that. Lorianne, I suppose so, but why would you want to, is my question. Why would you not want to just put the triple thick over the top? Okay, so I was thinking about using these either hanging off the bottom, but I don't think that's going to work really well, or adding them to the top, or like even here and doing like a little bow or something like that. That's what I was thinking. So I've got these ribbons here that are kind of vintagey like ribbons. I have this one, and I've got this one that's got those metallic stars, and this one's white. So I'm just gonna kind of look at things here. Put this together, stick it on. That's pretty. That is really, really pretty. Let's see what this other one looks like. If you decide to put a color on after. So after you've painted it and you decide you don't like it and you want to change it, yes, it's acrylic. It's water-based. You can absolutely put something else on it. Ooh, how will I decide, y'all? They're both really pretty. They both give a completely different look. So I need y'all to help me to decide which one you prefer. So, do you like these two together with the jewel, or these two with the jewel? So which one's your favorite? Okay, Dee Dee says she likes the one with the color. So I'm curious to see which one y'all like the best. And I think what we'll do is put a little bow on here, and then add the jewel in the middle of the bow. All right, it looks like the second one's the winner, the one with the color. So I'm gonna grab some wire. just a piece of this white covered wire. And I'm going to use it to make my bows. So I'm just going to wrap the pieces. And then I'll just cinch everything together and take my wire and just twist it around the middle to just kind of gather everything up. They are, aren't they, April? All right, and then we just are creating a little bow there. I'm gonna grab some scissors and we'll cut the tails. Right. Okay, then we can just take this and wrap it around the ornament. Now you could glue this on if you wanted to, but this makes it to where it's not permanent. And you can take it off. Okay, so looks like that. It kind of looks a little like an angel, doesn't it? And then I'm just going to take my jewel and I'm going to add my jewel right to the middle of the bow. So just going to put some hot glue right on the back and glue that right there to the middle of the bow. Look how pretty that is. It does, right, Diane? It looks like an angel. I didn't mean for it to, but it does kind of look like an angel. So then we just need a hanger. And you could either do just, you know, a piece of the wire so that you don't distract from the ornament itself and just keep it simple. Or you could use something a little bit fancier. Let's see if I can find anything. Like we could take this gold stuff right here and use it for the hanger. Like that. So, there we go. What do y'all think? Simple, yes. Simple but beautiful. So 2 little finials, the tall one and the small ones. Put those together and then paint them. Paint them whatever you want. You don't have to add the embellishments. You could do a set of them for your tree, you know, and just have just the little finial ornaments are so pretty on a tree. I just love them. And so you could do a whole set of those for your tree and paint them whatever color you want to go with your tree. But I wanted to use that pearl. This would be so pretty on a little girl's tree. But it would be beautiful. The whole concept would be so pretty on any tree. So beautiful. So there you go, y'all. The jewels will be available this week. In your package will come all different kinds. This one here will be in your package. This one that's white will be in the package. We've got these small ones. They will also be in there. And then there are more. There are multiple different styles, and you get quite a few in the package. So that'll be available this week. All right, y'all. So you have that to look forward to. And you can do some really fun embellishing with your Christmas stuff. And just make some really fun. I mean, it's just beautiful. Those gemstones are so pretty. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Make sure you grab your finials from thecelebrationcompany.com if you haven't yet, because we have already done multiple different fun things with them. We made this tiered tray with the finials, and we also used the triple thick on this. We used the spindle, the small spindle, and then the short finial on the tiered tray. And then we made something else that had feet on it, but I don't see it. Maybe it's upstairs. I don't remember what it was right now because my memory is horrible. But we used these as feet on the bottom of something. Y'all probably remember. I do not at the moment. But it was cute, whatever it was. I thought it was cute, but I can't remember what it was. Oh well. Anyways, so thank you all so much for watching. It was a riser. It was the green riser. That's right, Jackie. It was the green riser, and so it is upstairs in my hutch. That is right. All right, y'all. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys.